Uh, looking at the downcast look on your face as if you regretted it all. That after all that, I just don't get it. Get it. You're really just like a cat. Siri makes a difficult face as if she can't see what's so funny. That's that in itself is funny to Fusa, and she began to feel weird laughing. I was like, "Oh, you're laughing too much." Siri snatches the shower nozzle and moves as if she's gonna spray more. Don't, hey Siri. Fusa-chan? Suddenly, Siri calls out a voice. Her She spreads her arms and throws herself around Fusa's neck. Fusa yelps, and together they collapse in the bath, making a big wet noise. What are you doing? Did you do that for? My name, huh? You called me by my first name. Fusa looks the other way and feels guilty. Water from her hair drops onto her cheek because the falling drops tickled. Fusa looks up at Siri. One of them is looking up while the other looking down, but they're face to face. Their faces draw closer. Their lips meet. The kiss smells of chalk. The water slowly spreads. Fusa's eyes. Fusa's eyes. Fusa's eyes. Fusa's eyes are wide, and they reflect Siri's eyes. The drops of water on her long lashes become a little prism, sparkling in all 7 colors of the rainbow. Smack. Siri presses down on Fusa, whose wet uniforms squeaks a little. The hem of her skirt over the drain as a drain stopper, and the water begins to spread through the bathtub. Fusa gives a mumbled groan and closes her eyes. That's a sign of either pleasure or displeasure. It makes Siri hesitate. However, Fusa isn't trying to move away. Slowly the bath began to fill with water. A dozen seconds later, seconds pass. When the water about ankle high, their lips finally part. The girls silently look at each other. Fusa is the first who can't bear the silence any longer. Speaks up. Her bright face. Well, that was warm. That's not what I meant. I meant it was warm. The water. I meant right. Siri doesn't answer. Siri just inclined her head and smiles. What is it? Nothing at all. More importantly, what you're going to wear What you going to do about your clothes? Oh, Fusa looks at her with a haved face and haves a deep sigh. Has a deep sigh. Shall I lend it some of mine? Huh? That's a bit. I don't know. Don't worry, I haven't worn of it yet. Haven't got that. I got some that I haven't wore yet. Oh, okay. Thanks. I'm going to get them now. You take your bath in luxury. Siri springs to her feet, dashes out the bathroom. Now that she's alone, Fusa realizes that the water is quite high. She feels rather silly to sit in the bath, with her clothes on. It makes her smile a bit. Achoo. After debating with herself for a few moments, the coldness of the water, of the wet clothes, compels her to undress. She turns up the thermostat pretty high. She hopes it'll help clear her head. 5 minutes later, she feels a lot better, but feels shameless for turning up the bath thermostat in someone else's house. So there she is with a drenched uniform in her hand, feeling a little at loss. I sure didn't expect you to stay over today as well, Fusa-chan. With a certain close the room rather dark. Even so, the clock say it's still a little early to turn in, but Fusa's lying on a bed anyway, as Siri told her to. I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. Siri asked her to stay, and she did. The feeling isn't so bad. Fusa is used to doing what people ask her to do by now, and it even feels comfortable. It might be rude to Siri to think this way, but it works out for Fusa to go with the flow. Besides, the bath was warm and pleasant. Her uniform didn't seem about to be dry anytime soon. I'm always making excuses. She feels a little guilty, and her chest feels a little tight. But since she let herself go with the flow, there's nothing she can do now. It's a soundless night. The rain that falls all evening has stopped, so now it's almost unnaturally quiet in Siri's room. Even now, that is later. It's later at night. There's not even a sound of the wall creaking walls. Hey, you want to talk? The source of the noise is Siri herself, but for some reason that's a relief. She doesn't really know what to talk about. It's not as if Fusa and Siri have many things in common. Also, there's a big obstacle of having a long conversation. Yawn. There's a that obstacle is sleepiness. Fusa felt drowsy ever since she got under the futon. Well, under the covers, but oh well. Even though it's probably still early to sleep, she got a lot of sleep in yesterday, even if it was unplanned. I wonder why am I so sleepy? Yawn. Fusa sees when Fusa yawns twice in a row. The corner of Siri's mouth curved up. Crushes presents between her and behind her. Fusa curls up and looks at the creases in the futon. She counts 1, 2, 3 creases, but doing so makes her even more sleepy. She has a little sigh. She's unbelievably sleepy, considering she hasn't been able to sleep yet because her worries. Siri? Yes, she answers, more than half asleep already. She answers a question, more than half asleep already. What do you do all the time? I don't know. A vulgar answer. A vulgar answer. One of the ends of the that ends the conversation right there. Is no good. I can't keep going with an abstract answer like that. She desperately tries to find a new question to ask, but her eyes are already almost closed. So tired. Fusa's unconsciousness is rapidly eroding away. Consciousness is eroding away. It's like a piece of paper that has been eaten. A piece of paper that has been eaten from the center of fire. It slowly fades away. I think I'm falling asleep. It's a very pleasant moment. It's as if her body is floating inside of something warm. She'd forgotten how it felt, but yesterday and today have helped her. She can see a field of some kind, or maybe it's the touch of something long ago when she was happier then. Maybe it isn't even real, but intoxicating to Fusa. Yawn. Nothing has changed. The room is dark. Hi, that totally doesn't seem. Anyway, the room is dark. Siri looks down at her. Siri. Fusa is still drowsy. She calls out in a weak voice. The color of Siri's eyes shift. What time is it? I don't know. Is it time to get up yet? No, not morning yet. Oh.